Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? I hope you guys had a great day today. The I don't know. The price action was a little bit iffy today, but there was still a lot of value. I just didn't pick the right stock, so I didn't make as much as I could have today. I think I could have come close to what I've done early, all this week, but whenever you pick the wrong stock and then you marry it, it just kind of it messes your day up a little bit. But we'll talk about that here in a minute. But what I want to share with you guys is invest in yourself. Now, I was talking to somebody earlier today, and it made me think about this. And I posted something on social media earlier that said billionaires lose millions to become billionaires. Millionaires lose thousands to become millionaires. But broke people, they don't want to lose anything to become rich. And that's the poverty mindset. And a lot of people come into trading with the poverty mindset, thinking that they could do this without investing in themselves. And I'm talking about the tools that you need to be successful. The scanners, making sure you have the right charting and all of that. Everybody's looking for something for free, and that's not going to get you there. These guys that are millionaires and billionaires, they'll be the first to tell you they had to invest in themselves first. It's nothing wrong with looking for deals, but you have to invest in yourself, and you have to understand what you need to pay for or what you need to put your money in. So for me, it's my platform. I need to make sure I have a platform that I'm comfortable with. I don't mind paying for that. It's a small price to pay for what I can make. My scanners, a small price to pay. And I've got I've got some added stuff too, and it all helps me make money. But if I tried to do this on a shoestring budget, it's just not going to work out. You can't get the things that you need. There's some things you just can't. That's just not on discount. So you have to invest in yourself, and you have to invest in the craft, the time, and even time, putting time in, watching videos, practicing. I told this guy, I'm like, look, the best thing to do, spend 6 months in a simulator. He's like, well, that's $600. I'm like, wouldn't you rather spend $600 learning how to do this right versus losing $1,200 the first day you go in and you don't know what the hell you're doing? You're losing it in one day. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You have to invest in yourself up front. And, I can't put it any more plainer and clearer than that. All right, so let's take a look at the SPY here. We did lose the 50. We opened kind of right at the 50 this morning, pushed up a little bit, and we sold off. And then we recovered. And now I think we're coming back down a little bit now. Let me see, where are we now? Yeah, we're like around 374.50-ish right now. So we've come back down a little bit. But you don't know. Like I said, if we lost the 50, I think we're coming to the 100. Closing below this ascending support yesterday, I knew that if we opened below the 50, we were coming, and we kind of prepared for that. So we probably could get one more gap down day, one more day of selling before we see a recovery or a bounce. We lose the 50. We lose the 100. We're coming to test this ascending support here. and it's really close to 350. I mean, this is legitimately what we can do, and it's not a bad thing. The market resting and pulling back, it's a good thing. It's what we want to see. That's what's going to allow us to build up some more momentum so that we can push it to new highs, potentially get over 400 and all of that. So that's what I'm looking for. Tomorrow, maybe a pullback and a test of the 100. But there is a chance you can wake up and we've gapped up again. And we've gapped back over this ascending resistance here. And we start to make the run. I mean, anything's possible. But I'd go by technical analysis. And technically, this has been pretty much on point. And I think we're going to pull back and test 100 tomorrow. That's just based on what I see. That's my prediction. But I don't trade on that. I wait until the market opens tomorrow and it gives me a direction. We have to be the market whisperer. We got to listen to it, let the market whisper in our ear which direction to trade, and that's where we go. So these are the trades from yesterday. I said I was going to spend a little bit more time today talking about it because what we're going through now on our how to grow your, how to trade and grow your small account. And my definition of a small account is anything less than 30 grand is a small account. If you have 30 grand, you're only $5,000 to the good in a PDT account. So that's why, I was using 30 grand because I start every month with 30 grand because that's considered a small account to me. I only have 5 grand to play with before I can't day trade anymore. So I feel it doesn't matter how much money you have, you need to learn how to trade in a small account. When you make mistakes and you're trying to grow, you're going to lose less money that way. And you gain more experience, you pay less tuition to the market and all that good stuff. But one of the big things that we're talking about is how you have to have a process that's going to take you from the open to the middle part of the day into the close. And you have strategies that you employ that's going to get you there. So you're not chasing stocks all day. You're not chasing social media trying to find a hot stock or what's moving or whatever. You're prepared at the beginning of the day and you trade those stocks, or you have specific scanner that you use to help you find a certain type of stock that's giving you the moves that fits the strategy that you're trading. And you do this every day, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And that's what you guys see me do every day in chat. In the live webinar, you see me every day doing the same thing, trading the same strategies, looking for the same moves. What makes it interesting is the stocks don't move the same. And the price action is different. And everything is different from day to day to day. But my process that I'm engaging the market with is going to be the same. So the first strategy that I use is an opening range strategy. And that's only good for the first 45 minutes or so at the most. Right now, it's only good for the first 30 minutes, the way it's going. And then I move into the trend continuation. And then we have a trend reversal strategy. So there are 3 strategies that I have in my process that I use every day and that I can pull money out of the market in every day. And they're scalable to a certain extent to where you can really make good money. I'm only trading with 300 to 500 shares. You can trade 1,000, 2,000, up to 5,000 shares of these stocks, and make that much more money than I'm making. It's really simple to do, and it's what I do in my larger accounts. I trade the same strategies, but just with larger size. And I do have an aftermarket strategy. I have pre-market strategies. You can learn those once you actually learn how to trade. Trading more intuitive strategies when you don't know what the hell you're doing is a quick way to go broke. So my focus in the live webinar every day is to show you exactly how to trade these strategies. And so you won't have to guess whether I'm actually doing it or not. You see me do it live. You see it happen. So, everything is right there. And I'm very passionate about teaching this stuff, because I feel that if I don't teach you, you may not get it anywhere else. That's just how I feel about it. So here was yesterday morning. This was the opening range breakdown chart. This stock was on short sale restriction, which sometimes it does make price action a little bit hard to trade and to kind of work through. But this turned around and started going the other way, so we stopped out on it. This happens. It could very easily come back. It did come back and set up, but it was just too much support down here. And you can see, even if you don't look at level 2 or anything like that, you can see plain as day these wicks down here just telling you there's support down here. Every time it kept testing this, it just got bought up. It just kept getting bought up. And so you know that there is support there. It's not going anywhere. So don't be a bag holder. Read the price action and move on to the next trade. And that's what I'm trying to teach you every day. I show you guys what it looks like when a stock runs into support. Whether you have a support level there or not, you can look at the price action and tell that it's running into support, that there are buyers down here that are defending a certain price or a certain level, and you may not get through it. So you have to adjust your trade plan accordingly. So that was Fubo. SQ was a really nice one. We didn't get the opening range breakdown, but we got the channel break. So here was the first opening range trade that we didn't take because we were in another stock. And we got the bounce. And here is the secondary trade. We did get in it. It did try to bounce a little bit. This is normal. Oftentimes where we buy, there could be people taking profit. That's just the name of the game. So obviously there were people here taking a little profit, and once they got done, we started to make the move. I started grabbing profit. Now here, I actually got up and walked away for a minute, and when I came back, it had blown past my first target. So I ended up taking it here. I was already through my target, but I still kept my second target and multiple targets. I did keep those, but yeah, I probably could have held off and taken it off here at the level, but I didn't adjust it. I just got caught off guard, but still had a plan, still ended up making some decent money on this. So I was pretty happy with this. This is a trend continuation. If you have been through the class or webinars that I did last year or a year and a half ago on trend continuation, you notice this is a little different. Before, I would get in on a rejection of a moving average or a daily level or whatever. Now, the market is kind of shifted. Since COVID and all of this, the market has kind of changed a little bit. So now I wait for it to put in a channel and it breaks. And that's what I do. I trade the channel breaks. And it's really, really consistent when you get the right stocks. You know, sometimes I pick the wrong stocks and, you know, it doesn't work as good. But most of the time you get the right stocks, it works pretty good. So this was a nice opening range. Here was another opening range breakout on Lemonade. Got the break, a big quick wash. I mean, I don't really like these types of trades. I like them to be more meticulous and methodical. But this had a quick wash to the first target and then back up and stops me out at break even. I mean, that was that. And then later on in the day, we get the channel break. So it's just putting this process in place. It's putting all of these strategies, you know, in play. But I forgot to talk about I didn't put that one in. That was the day before. We did a trend reversals trade. We don't do as many of those, but we will do some when we get a really good setup. So yesterday, 14.1872, not bad at all. So that brings us to today. Yes, I was trying to go long. Yeah, I thought we were going to get a nice long trade right up to the 200 here. And then I was going to catch it short. That was my plan on Peloton. Well, got stopped out here because it came back, made a nice opening range breakdown trade. So I tried to break out, it failed, came back, did the opening range breakdown, nice trade. Okay, now I wait for the channel break. We broke down here. I waited for the confirmation. I got in. We hit support right here around 101.25ish, and it came back, stopped me out. Then I tried and got it again, shorted it, took some profit here. This was a flash. There was no way I could catch this. So ended up taking this profit here and had to cut it off here because we came back to break even. Then you can see this stock just recovered. Everything started recovering around this time. So this was the wrong stock. I mean, I could have stayed on Facebook and got a couple more of these moves. You know, like up in here. No, that's Lemonade. Where is it? I could have stayed in Facebook and got some extra moves. I went back instead of forward. I could have stayed in Facebook and just kept working this stock. But it's probably what I should have done. All right, so here is the reversal I was looking at. I knew I had it in here somewhere. I thought I did. So we ran up. And now I'm looking for the trend reversal on this. All right. And typically, the first move back is going to be back to the 9. It runs up. We hit resistance. We sell off back to the 9, which is the first level. If it bounces, it's going to bounce off the 9. If it's going to keep coming, we're going to sell through the 9. We got the 20. Then I just go until we get back to VWAP. But this kind of got stuck here. All right, we came down and got stuck here. We opened up, sold off, got stuck here again, and got bought up. We saw the support building in. So what do? Do we sit here and lose money waiting for our stop? No. The chart told us, get the hell out. the price action told us, get the hell out. This isn't working. And so that's what we did. Once we broke the top of the channel that got put in, we just started taking profit. Didn't get to the last one, so we ended up getting a profit target out here. And then we waited, caught this channel break down here. Was looking for the move down to the 50 in this channel, but it actually bounced and came all the way back and ended up stopping me out at break even here on this candle. This candle opened, popped up, stopped me out at break even, then made the move down to this level and bounced a little bit, and then we started again. So once we got back through here, I waited for the confirmation, took profit here, took profit here at the 100 and the opening range high, and took profit here at the 200. We bounced, sold off a little bit, came down to the opening range low, bounced, and then here, I mean, this was another entry here. I could have taken this trade here or here and made some more money on this. The opportunities were there today. The opportunities were there. Peloton was kind of my nemesis today. And that's why I said if I had just focused on Facebook and caught and maximized my efficiency on it, could have been a really good day. A really good day. I wasted 13 tickets on Peloton here. And, you know, ended up losing $117 on it. But made $880, almost $900 on Facebook. Imagine I could have broke $1,000 if I had got this last trade here. So I don't feel too bad about it. You know, this is going to happen. Sometimes you're going to pick a stock that doesn't work and doesn't do what you want it to do. It happens. I don't mind that because I know that if I do the same thing every day, I may go through a stretch where some stocks may not follow through and do everything that we want it to do. But eventually we're going to hit that streak where they're just going to roll. You know, we had a really good January, kind of a slow February, a hot start to March. So we may finish this first quarter with more money than we've had than last year. You know, any quarter last year. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. But gonna stay, not gonna change what I do, not gonna roll the dice more. Just stay trading within myself. Keep this process. I'm doing this because I want you guys to see it's not about, I'm just not telling you this is what you have to do. I'm doing it every day so you can see that it works. So that you can have confidence in the process, and in turn, you can use it and try to build confidence in yourself. And you put those two together, you're going to be unstoppable. All right. So remember, guys, invest in yourself. No matter what you do, make sure you invest in yourself. The time, you want to put time in to learn your craft. You want to invest in the tools that you're going to need that's going to help you be successful. And it takes, you know, investing a couple $100s a month in order for you to make a couple $1,000s a month. Then when you start in risking several $1,000s, then you'll start to on the road to becoming a millionaire. Because remember, billionaires, they risk millions to make billions. Millionaires, they risk thousands to become millionaires. All right, so we can't have that poverty mindset where we are looking for something for nothing. We want to get rich with not losing any money or very little investment from ourselves. So that wraps it up for me today. You guys have a great rest of the day and night, and I'll see you in the morning.